We're live. Okay, I'm just gonna look on Facebook here. We are actually live, but I always try to make sure we can hear ourselves. Go on there. Yes, I can see you. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, and welcome. Welcome, everyone. I see someone is here already. Hi, and welcome. Good evening, everyone. 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. How are you all doing? Okay, let's see. We have Kristen here. Good evening, and welcome to this nice evening. Hello, thank you for saying hi. If I don't look at my phone, I probably wouldn't know who's saying hi. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, now I gotta mute this. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Akosua. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope you're excited for the live. Yeah. And Kristen is going to go ahead and tag whoever wanted to join us. As a reminder, we also have emails going out. Good evening, Funke. Welcome. Good to see you this evening. How are you doing? How's your week going so far? Thank you for tagging and reminding people. Okay. Hi, Nestor. Good evening. Welcome. Hi, Rebecca. Good evening. Welcome, everyone. How are you? Okay. While Tolu is getting ready and setting up at his end, just gonna let us know when he is ready. He's on the go. He is on the go. And we're going to make it a quick one this evening. And as usual, we're all going to get value. Perfect. So our guest here is Tolu, and we'll just allow him to introduce himself, background, what you do, and we'll go from there. And just say hi to Tolu in the comments. Welcome him on
Hello,
board.
hi
Thank you.
everyone. Um, my name is Tolu Lokpe Alabi, and I'm a pharmacist and also pharmacy manager. And I manage like two pharmacies right now, and also I'm a stock market trader. And um, my wife is a medical doctor, and I have two kids. And also I'm a wedding photographer as well. So that's a little bit about me.
Well, you're wearing so many hats. I remember then when we would take those photos.
You know,
Wedding, pre-wedding,
you
um,
know,
pregnancy photo shoots.
yeah.
We go way back with Tolu, and that is amazing to see how many hats he wears at the same time. Okay, so tell us now about real estate investing. You're doing um photography, you're doing stock trading, you're pharmacy manager at two different pharmacies. And I'm sure you do other things, your father, and you do many things. Tell us about your real estate investing journey and how
Um,
and what are you doing currently in real estate investing, how you started.
Actually, it started like I think 2019 when I first got a call from you, and I think I was at work during my break time, and you're sharing your journey, like what you plan to do, and I was like, "Are you really sure that's what you really want to do?" Then I was like, "Okay." I've never heard about it, and she gave me like a little bit about real estate talk that day. Then after that, it took me like a year, to get on board with her, and that was like we started with real estate lending. That was 2020, and we've been doing that since that time. Then when she started her program, she talked to me about it. Though I have no clue about real estate, nothing. I do hear people talk about it, and I've seen people doing it, but there's a lot of negative stuff I had then, so I wasn't that really moved to get into it. But when she told me about a program at the time in 20, I think it was 2020, and I said, okay, I'm gonna, how much is it? And she told me, then I discussed with my wife, and what we did was I just paid that same day. And despite I wasn't sure if I really want to do it, but because I know anything that comes from her, you know, I trust her. So I just paid. And since then, I've never even checked the program. And I know they used to do a lot of Fridays every month. I was not even joining because I was so busy. And so, but I keep doing the real estate lending with her over the time. Then, when the opportunity came to do a partnership on a project, then we jump on it as well because I trust what she's been doing. I've seen everything she's been posting online, and we've seen results. And if you have someone that has results, you want to follow that kind of person. So that gives us that confidence, to believe in her. So I think last year I've been seeing a lot of students coming out of the program, like, showing the result. I was like, I paid for this thing, and I think most of them joined after I've already paid, and I've been seeing what they've been doing. So I decided to, watch one of the Fridays. I think that was around November. But last year I had a goal to make sure I do some real estate. I talked to her about it, but I started listening to the. I checked the website I paid for from her, and all the things I listen to, I give her update. Okay, I've watched this, I've watched that. If I have questions, I will ask her. Though I was not putting any attempt to look for houses, look for deals, but I was just trying to learn along the way. Then after I've watched, like, I think I watched it twice. Then though they are not even thinking, but I'll ask questions, she'll answer me. Then when the opportunity came, then I talked to her. I said, okay, at this point, I think I need you to hold my hands. And she was like, okay. I said, I want to have a goal. Maybe every week we take one step at the other, after the other to make sure um, I want to be on the path. But with my responsibility was really hard, then I told her, you know what, let me just slow down my own pace. Maybe I'll grasp the knowledge. So she gave me a lot of resources, things I was doing wrong, things I need to focus on. And one of the things that I think actually helped was the Facebook page. So I joined a lot of Facebook pages, like all those real estate in different states, and um, I started looking for deals. And then I got like real estate agents in different states, and I kept talking to them. This is what I'm looking for, and we started putting like offers out there. But most of the offers we got, like, none of them went through. So, but each process, I always call her. Okay, this is what I did. What did I do wrong? And she would be like, okay, let's have a section. Then we went through all those process. Okay, this is what you do wrong. Maybe you are offering lower than what you're supposed to, and um, then I have to change the game. Okay, what I was looking for, what I was looking at was kind of different from what she expected us to look into. So I changed the way I look for deals. Then I think in November, no, December, I think around December, then we had a section where she brought one of the students that did out of state deals, which was something I really passionate about. I was looking for, and The guy just mentioned everything I needed in that section. And I said, okay, I think I need to talk to this guy. Okay, this is exactly what I was looking for. Then I spoke to the guy after the section, and he connected me to the agent he was working with. He gave me some of the resources he had over there. Then I went online, I have Zillow, I have Redfin, Realtor.com. So everything I was looking for, I just put all those criteria on it, then with an alert. So anytime those deals comes up, I see them right in my email, in my phone, on my phone. So I'll just send it to those agents. Okay, I saw this. Can we look into this? And they were like, oh, sure. Right on the spot, they get on it and they will give me all the information. I put all the numbers in the deal analyzer. If I have question, I can send it to her. Like, okay, this is what I'm looking at. Does it make sense? Am I doing it right? And okay, do it this way, maybe tweak this. Some of them she might not, she'll just tell me, okay, yeah, you're doing it right. And I was so surprised, like in like a month, all the deals keep coming. Things I've been struggling with last year and everything just keep coming. Like all those Facebook, I keep getting like deals from left and right. And in 2 weeks, I think we closed 3 deals in 2 weeks. And right now I even have a lot I have to be giving to people. Like, okay, um, I have this. I think I have more than enough. Can you guys do one this one? And along the journey, it's been so great. Like a lot of things that she taught in the class and in those recorded program, and also those Friday sections have really helped me a lot. And you know, financing has been something very easy because that's one of the major problems everybody have. Like, oh, how do I get money to fund all this project? But you just have to follow all our directions. Like, okay, all the instructions you gave out, just follow it, and finding fund is the easiest thing to do, especially if you have the people.
Sorry, I think I was muted. First of all, you sound like I didn't ask you to say all these things, correct?
No, no.
Because you went into so much details and I didn't ask you to say advertise or anything, but thank you for all that good for all the good comments. And we really just want to learn from you tonight about you and why did you choose real estate investing? I mean, you were doing okay, right? You have a good job. You're probably at the peak of your career or thereabouts. You have a side hustle, you have stock market. So what was the whole big deal about real estate investing? Why did you add real estate investing to your portfolio?
So the first thing is tax advantage. I'm very big with tax advantage. When you make a lot of money in different areas, and a lot of people don't think about that aspect, always thinking about how to make money. Making money is just one part, but the tax advantage, the tax opportunities out there with real estate is very huge, and a lot of people don't really know it. So let's say you are making six-figure job and you're paying a lot of taxes every year. So getting into real estate, it helps you to build outside building your retirement. Also, you want to take the tax advantage because there's a lot of write-offs with real estate that a lot of people don't know. So when you start, especially fix and flip, all the costs of doing the business, both the rehab, the all the lender fees, you know, you're able to write them off. You'll be so surprised at the end of the year how much you're able to write off compared to the last year that you're not doing nothing. And also the other advantage is like using other people to build your future. Like for instance, if you are buying a rental property and someone else is paying the mortgage for you, you're not paying anything. You're having a cash flow coming into your account, putting somewhere else, but you're buying a $120,000 house right now. In the next 30 years, someone already paid off for you. So
Right.
that advantage is there. And all the fees, the interest rate, they're all tax deductible. So that was
Yeah.
one of the things I was looking for, and real estate provided that. Other side hustles I have, They do have a little bit of side tax advantage, but not that much compared to real estate.
Yeah.
So
Just on
that's
the
what.
side note, it looks like you're sweating a lot. You want to get some air from outside.
Oh, it's just my car, I'll be
Okay.
like,
Get some air, please, because we
yeah,
don't want to suffocate you over there. We
oh
want you to
no,
have a nice time, the same way we're having a nice time here. I know it's noisy over there, but yeah, we'll
yeah,
try
it's,
to keep you as comfortable as possible as well.
it's okay.
Okay. So you already talked about how to find your deals. That was actually one thing I was going to ask you because folks here actually want to know how you find your deals. So what he said actually is something we've done over and over again within this group. So if you go into this group and you go into our old lives, or if you just needed like a resource on how to find deals, just type resource in the comments and Christine is going to send that over to you. Just type resource in the comment. So he has basically only done what we said in the resource, and he was able to get 3 deals. Okay. So when you got these deals, I know you were going back and forth with me, or and by the way, that's something that all the coaching students have access to, not just you because you're my friend, but we also make time within the coaching program because we're all friends in the coaching program. As soon as you're
Mhm.
in, you're a friend, and there's no discrimination,
Oh,
right?
no.
Even though you and I go way back, but that's the same thing we do for everyone in the program. So you don't feel like he's on a different level per se. He is, but in that regard, everyone has access. How did you determine that those were great deals on your what did you do? Because a lot of people are not sure, like they see properties, but they don't know if it's even a great fit, what to do with it, how to even decide or know that it's something they should go for. So how did you determine that that was a good fit for you?
So number one is the first thing I look for is the area has to. I want to look at the area where the property is being situated, and I want to make sure. First thing is I click the street view. I want to see what's around that area. And if I look at the kind of houses they have, is it like a clean area or you see a lot of debris, like ghetto kind of area? I don't even want to look at it. I check the view, I see the street view. Then also, one thing I try to do that has really helped is I always look at the square footage. I have a specific uh, uh, rule. Like if the square footage is below 1100, I don't even want to look at it. And one of the problem is it's very difficult to find comps for that kind of property. And for me to find to see if this deal is going to be good, I want to make sure I have at least 8 comps for that same property because it will make it so easy to decide if you really want to do it or not. Then outside looking at the zip code, then I ask questions from like the real estate agent because they are the one that lives in those places. They know which area is good, which area is bad. So they will tell you, okay, that zip code is good. They have these. And when I put all the numbers in, I want to check the house. They if they have a interior view, some of them put all the pictures. I'll just go through the pictures. Okay, from the picture, this house is so damaged, or this one is not that really damaged. It's kind of clean. So I look at all those things, then I start putting the numbers in. Then once I found all the comps in that area, at least 8, I look for the most conservative. I don't want to go to the highest. I don't want to go to the lowest. I try to stay in the middle. So if I put the numbers in, the one that it just recently rehab and is maybe like they just sold it in February, January, December, those are very close enough. So then looking at the all the things that needed to be fixed in the house, I can put some numbers like kitchen, bathroom, all those things. I can come up with that number so fast. So once I have like a rough number, then my deal analyzer will tell me if you're going to get return on investment. Then I'm checking, am I going to get cash flow on the rental? So you see all those numbers before even put an offer. So then I did something too, which there's a calculation you can put on your Excel sheet that will tell you what to offer the seller. Sometimes it can be above it, sometimes it can be below, but I try to place it very close to it. So if they're going to counter the offer, I know where I'm going. So I have my main number, then I have the one close to that offer number. So the one close to the offer number is what I'm going to give first. But the one I'm using for my calculation is the actual number I want to buy the house. So when they counter, I'll just go straight to the one I want to actually buy. So when they come back, they go for that price. So I'm already all set. So you can see before you even do anything. And it has really worked for all the three deals we had.
That's amazing. You grew a system over time. So it wasn't like magic where I know it was a short time between when you actually started concentrating on the material and when you got your first deals done. Well, first deals, but like three deals at once done. And I just remember when you're like, this year is going to be different. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So sometimes it gets us to actually decide that this is really what we're going to do. And that also happened to me, like coming into real estate investing. It wasn't like automatic for me to, I had to try the waters. He's a pharmacist, I'm a pharmacist as well. And as pharmacists, we always verify. We're verifying all day. We're verifying medications all day. So we verify everything in life. We're crossing out bottles. We're doing all that. So we're really making sure that we are analyzing deals correctly because nobody wants to lose money. So going into real estate is not automatic for most people. It is very good that you're double checking and making sure it's a good fit for you. But what ends up really happening is we end up actually getting into real estate and then we wonder why we didn't start earlier.
I know.
Now it makes sense, right? So if you're like in that place where it's if you're that person who it takes about 4 years to decide, let's cut it in half. Let's make it 2 years so you can get deals started right away. Whether you're overpaying in taxes, you make too much money, or you make less money and you really want to supplement. Um, and save on taxes too, because even the middleman, the middle class rather, are actually the ones on the receiving end, and the middle class is not really trying to make ends meet at the end of the day. So whatever category you fall into, real estate investing is really, really going to be a big one for you. Okay. And another thing I learned from you is analyzing, using specific tools and resources. So you talked about like putting into your deal analyzer, and you kept doing it in such a way that after a while it became almost automatic. Like you kind of knew when things looked like they were a good deal or not. So it takes practice. So when you get your resources, you practice. And before you know, it's going to be second nature to you. Someone sends you a property, you already know just by looking at the numbers, how much are they asking for? How much does it look like it needs in repairs? You kind of already know whether it's a good deal or not. So that's something we learn as we go as well. Okay, so the best time to start is right now, so you can be a pro as soon as possible. Okay, so let's talk about funding. I know you said funding was very easy. Um, I know what you mean by that, but like, tell us about how you're funding the three deals because many people are thinking, I don't have the money, I don't have the resources. I mean, when I started in real estate investing, I didn't have money, I didn't have resources, and that's why I'm very good with no money down and all those good strategies on how to fund deals. So, how did you fund or how are you funding your deals right now?
So the way I'm funding my deal is through one of the students from the class, from the group. When the guy mentioned that I did a presentation in December, so because I was making taking notes, so when he started talking about how he funded his deals, the two ones he bought in Maryland, and I was like, okay, I wrote the company number down. So after the class, I went on their website. I look at more about them, and the next thing I did was I just applied because we have a house under about to go under contract. So I just apply on their website, despite I've never done one before. So I put all the information they requested. I put all the application. Then the next thing is when the deal came through, Then they send me, the loan terms and everything. I have no clue about those numbers. So all I did was I just reached out to the same people, like, okay, you guys did this. How much do they charge you on interest? What is origination fee? What is this? What is that? So though we have it on the deal analyzer, but I don't really like understood it then. But asking people really helped me, you know. So when they give me, okay, if it's 2.5, you can negotiate down, you can do this. So I started asking those loan officer, can we do this? Can we do that? So I got approved. I got a pre-approval letter to submit my offer. Everything was good, but all those information I have no clue. So I start, but when I start asking questions, like I talk to you, then you said once you have the deal, let me know. So you sent me like a bunch of other people. I called them. Then you told me, okay, once you have those lenders, go to the resource. We have a resource that you can put all those. She already has all those. What's it called? The information you need to ask on their website from the lender. Just put all those numbers like the origination fee. Do they fund every state? How many states do they fund? All those questions are there. So I just answer everything. So from there, I can compare all the lenders. Okay, which one is going to give me what I wanted? So out of all of them, I found, okay, this one have like a whole package. What they are charging is just one fee for everything. Then I started learning like, okay, other lenders will charge you underwriter fee, different legal fee. And before you had those numbers, they are so huge compared to one that was just, one single fee. So then everybody have their own requirements. So it was easier for me using that information, putting those numbers together to figure to filter out which one I really want to go with or
Got
who I
it.
shouldn't go with. So it was really helpful. So I just go with the best one. And since we've been doing it, other people keep, putting pressure on you, like they want you to do the business with them, but you want
Yeah.
to go for the one that has the less fee and that will close the day on time. And
Mm-hmm.
also, using the same lender for the three deals, I was able to negotiate the fees down. So it makes it easy. You know.
Mm-hmm. So when I talk about these lenders, are they like banks? Not everyone like is
They,
bankable.
yeah, they are hard money lenders.
Hard money lenders.
So hard money lenders, they have their interest rate higher than the conservative
Mhm.
loans. So in the range of like 10 and above, can go all the way to 13%. But the interest rate is just one aspect of it. But you just want to really focus on the little fees. Those are the ones that are very expensive. So looking at those numbers carefully, you want to make sure you are not paying way more than what you're supposed to pay. And as you keep doing it, you get more knowledge all the time. Like right now, I just learned something new on Friday. Immediately I call her, like, okay, they ask me for this, how should I go about it then? So okay, don't worry, do this, do that. And Monday again, I had another issue with lending, like questions. I called the other guy, okay, this is what they're asking for, so call this person, tell them I referred you. So you have a lot of people in the group that already done multiple deals. I think that has really helped me a lot. I won't lie. Is they have really been helpful. They just tell you get this contact right there, and it has been. I think if I have to recommend anything to anybody that's gonna join, you have to make sure you make use of people that have already done the deals. They will really help you to
Yeah.
make your journey really smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, the networking is very important. And everybody's journey is different. So even though I'm a coach on the platform, sometimes our students also have spectacular situations where they're learning something a little different from what we have out there. So we're combining our wealth of knowledge as a group and we're helping enrich each other. So when people come into the program, their growth is remarkable, absolutely. People doing deals within 3 weeks. That's amazing. I didn't have that opportunity when I started, but because of what we've been able to all jointly build together, it's great how much impact that has on a newbie. Okay. So talking about hard money, actually, if you need the hard money ebook, definitely type ebook in the comments, and Kristen is going to send you the ebook. So we have an ebook that has over 20, a list of over 20 hard money lenders, if you want that resource. And why do we need use hard money lenders and not banks? So hard money are very flexible. They can fund within 2 weeks, max
Mhm.
30 days. The other thing with hard money is they're flexible with if you don't have good credit. So they can fund as low as 620 credit score. I've seen as low as 580, but most people are usually around 620 and up. They're asset-based lenders. They're not going to check your income. They don't verify your income. They don't verify your debt to income ratio. So that means even if you don't have a job or a job, let's say you have a business, not a job, you can still get funding. Doesn't matter. You're not going to look at your accounts or what you're making or your pay stub or anything. So they just fund based on the asset. Is the deal good? Does the deal look good? If the property has good numbers, if it looks like you're going to make income on it, they will fund it. And guess what? That's actually another check for you, because you also don't want to get a deal that's not good. Something
Mhm.
you think is a deal is not good. If the hard money lender rejects it, that means it's good for you that you're not even going for that deal because you're saving yourself from trouble. So those are some of the few reasons why we go with hard money, even though they're higher percentages, but because we're real estate investors, we can turn over things pretty quickly. If let's say you had to do a joint venture partnership with someone and split your profit 50-50, would you do that or would you not do that? And if the person was funding, you would most likely. But hard money is better because you don't have to split your profit 50-50. It would be a good chunk interest, but the interest is doesn't have a lot of impact on your bottom line like when you do a complete split. Okay, so that's a win-win situation for everyone. Okay, so you are doing deals. You're currently in California. Your three deals are in different states or two different states, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
how did you make your offer, and what's this whole out of state thing? How did you make it work?
So the first thing is I'm only looking at states that I know someone that can do all the footwork for me and can be and high on the project. And so I have a friend in Dallas, and the wife is a real estate agent, and we have good relationship. And I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Dallas, so I was like, okay, let me look at the houses over there. So also in Baltimore is the same situation. Though I don't have a real estate agent, but I have friends over there. So looking at that market and also seeing someone in the group doing deals over there, makes it easier for me to focus on it and pay attention, because Baltimore is kind of funny market. You just have to know someone that really know the terrain. You just don't want to jump on any deals over there. So um, for them, going into those property, looking at them for you, sending you videos, sending you pictures. So you really need someone that can do that for you before you jump on any deal. So if they are willing, to do it for you, I would say go for it. So when they
Mhm.
give you all the information you needed, then they send you a picture. Like one of them, I just saw the deal on a Friday night. I just sent it to the agent, and the first thing on the morning, she already on her way to the place. We did a video. I was able to see it. It's not like sending pictures. And the same thing with my real estate agent in Baltimore. If I send him a deal right now, he will send an email to the seller's agent. Most likely the following day, we're going to have a walk through in the house. So
That's amazing.
we do video right away. The first thing is I check the basement to make sure there's no foundation problem. Once we see that first, then I say yes, okay, let's keep checking everything else. Then if it looks not too bad, well, then I start writing my notes. Okay, we have to fix this, we have to fix that. Then after we're done, then I know, okay, I really want to go on this property. Then the next thing is I talk to them. What about the area? Then they go outside, they do a video. I can see all the houses. So once you see the environment, then at least you have some information about what you want to do. Then I'll just tell them, let me put my numbers together. And also, all the agents I already have a contractor already on ground.
Hmm.
So all those people, as we are doing, once we complete all those walkthrough, I'll ask them to do a video of the whole place. After we're done, then they'll send it to the contractor. So the contractor will also have the same view, and they can send you a quote right away. Under 24 hours, most likely you're going to get those details. Then you can
Well,
put it in your analyzer and just, okay, this thing is going to be profitable or not. Then the next thing, maybe Monday, we just send you the offer, and that's it.
that's amazing. That's
And
actually very amazing. Cool. I love that system. So, how, if you had to say one thing that helped you to build your team to get like your agents together, the contractor and stuff like that, like what would you say if someone was looking for a quick guidance on that?
I would say the first thing is find a good agent and not just any real estate agent. You need investor friendly agent.
How would you do that? Where would you go, really?
So if you don't know anybody, I would say go on Facebook. That thing
Okay, you
is
guys, I said it. I
that's
didn't even
my
know he was gonna say that, right? I said it. You guys, we have this resources. Go to our past
is
lives.
yeah, like when the first deal we did, I have no clue. The one in Baltimore, I don't know any contractor in Baltimore. All
Mhm.
I did was went on Facebook, that Baltimore investor group. I just put um looking for real estate contractor. That day, I was not even checking. I think usually I use Facebook on my phone. So the following day, I just logged in on my computer. Like, okay, I don't know like a lot of eating stuff on my phone. That once I log in on the computer, I can see everything. That same day, in 24 hours, there were 33 response
Yeah.
contractors from everywhere, and so I wrote down all the numbers. Then I start calling people right same day. Out of everybody I called, I just, okay, you're gonna charge me before you go in, cross out. No. I want someone that's gonna go there for free, number one, and we start talking. Then, can you show me sample of stuff you've done? If you have a Facebook page, Instagram page, I could see stuff that I've done. If it matches what I'm looking for, then another thing is, before I talk to any contractor to even go into, on the property, I already have a copy of the rehab I want to do.
Okay.
So I always look for a house that's being rehabbed exact same way, that will give me the same comps, and that will give me that profitability I'm looking for. So once I filter out those people, the ones that are really gonna do it, then I'll just send them that picture. You're going to this address tomorrow. This is the copy of the rehab we want to do. So you give me an estimate based on this. And once I get the numbers, then I compare all of them. But
Mm-hmm.
Facebook is number one thing you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you need.
Mm-hmm. I think over time you probably won't even need to do that send over pictures because what you're doing is really basic. Like the finishing is basic, like the painting,
Hmm.
doors and trims. That changes like everything. Lighting. If you're doing a kitchen, you're replacing the cabinets and appliances. That already is gonna make everywhere look
Yeah.
sparkling. So you even would cut down on your steps over time where you're like, okay, now I know what to expect from this contractor. I know what he
Mhm.
delivers. So should be good with that. Okay, so Facebook, you guys, we're sitting on gold right here on Facebook on this wonderful Tuesday evening. So we decide what we want to do with Facebook. Are we going to make money on Facebook or not? Okay, so get that networking going on Facebook with agents, with contractors. Okay.
Even though if you're looking for like attorney for anything you need, just type that question. Looking for real estate attorney, you're looking for HVAC, you're looking for this. Just type it. Before you know it, people will just keep sending. You know, and only go for the ones, because there's a lot of scammers also online. But just be careful. But make sure you talk to them and you see what they've done. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you for that great advice. So on property one, property two, property three, tell us about like the kind of, well, we probably already know the total. What are you looking to make on each property?
So right now, the one in I have two in Baltimore right now. The first
Mm-hmm.
one is gonna be fix and flip.
Mm-hmm.
So because I look at both numbers, is it gonna be good for fix and flip, or is it gonna be good for buy, which is like buy, fix and rental?
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is gonna be like 49K out of the gate once we sell, but that's being conservative.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go on the higher price, maybe you might be doing like 70, 60. I don't know yet, but I try to be conservative on my expectation. So that one should be like 49,000 right now if we finish everything. And The second one in Baltimore, that one I really wanted to be a rental. The reason is it's just 5 minutes from John Hopkins, and I really want to keep that. So that one is gonna cash flow like $227 a month,
Mm-hmm.
and after the repair, you already have an equity of $50,000,
Okay.
and is as a cash out if I'm refinancing at $14,000. And with this deal, the one in close to John Hopkins, I think I'm only putting like maybe $8,000 in that deal, and I'm gonna cash out 14, and already have what's it called? You already have equity on it already. But if
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna flip it, it's gonna be $55,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so our total is very conservative. So right now your total is between 146,000 to 200, maybe
yeah.
thereabout.
The one in Dallas is like 42,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So we had 49, 42, 55K conservatively, guys, conservatively. So imagine making close to 200K or up to 100K in just 2 weeks of going out there to find deals. Okay. And that's for some people, that's their whole income for the year. For some people, they will be lucky to have that income for the year. For some people, they'll be lucky to have half of that income for the year. For some people, they'll be lucky to have a quarter of that income for the year. Okay. And that's just doing deals, right? So if he was done with these deals and he's all set within 4 to 6 months, and I know him, he probably will probably keep going. Next month, we're going to hear another story. But but imagine how many deals he can do in a year, of just deciding, I'm ready. I want to start whatever it takes. And he's busy. You can see he just got out of work. He's very busy. So tell me what your excuse is. We all have very busy schedules, but we got to make it work. So what you would need to do is remember your why. What's your reason for going to real estate investing? If you can stare at that reason and help have that reason help motivate you, that will be a good thing to do. So how are you managing though with your full-time job and everything so far? Like when do you have the time to even make offers and talk to people over the phone?
I know it's kind of hard. I'm just a person like a go getter. That's just me, and I've been doing a lot of things for so long. So
Hmm.
adding anything right now is not a problem because I get up every morning at 4 a.m.
That's a
Then
secret. You shouldn't say that. But you
I
know
get up.
that's also your stocks person. I know
Yeah,
you
I'm a stock person, so I
wake
get
up
up
too
at 4 a.m.
early,
every day,
and
and
you're not Eastern time, so you
no, it's fun.
so you wake up too early. Don't scare people. We love to sleep.
No, no, you don't have to. That's just my own nature, I
Yeah.
don't sleep long, but
Kidding.
what I do is since I made that commitment, is this what I want to do because I've been
Yeah.
fighting it since last year. So what I decided to do is on at night when I come back from work early. Like some days I work late, so if I come in late, I'll still spend maybe like an hour on my computer. You know, all the deals that showed up on my phone during the day. Another thing I always do is when I'm at work, if I get any alert that comes in during my break, I send it to I have like another phone. I just copy it, send it over there. So later at night, I can go through them and see, okay, maybe this one meets based on the criteria I have. Then I'll just check them out. And most of them, if I come back home early, like around 4:30, then all I do is after doing anything I need to do with my kids, I just go in my office, just keep going online, looking at houses, different things. Then I check YouTube. I learn a lot also on YouTube. So that's the way I do it. But on weekends, I spend most of a lot of hours on the computer, looking at deals and analyzing different deals that I really want to do. And also the calling part is because of my time zone. Whenever East Coast is at 9, I'm still at 6:30. So I know my real estate agent is available. We send texts. You know, I just ask them when is the best time to call them. Even though my contractor we talk, like my loan officer, they send email. So I always make sure I check my phone during my break. I just send message in the morning. Then also I have like a checklist of stuff I wrote down want to do. So I just okay, I need to call this person. Then on my phone, I put like on my calendar, I put notes on it of things I need to do. So I just go through all those things quickly, so that way I keep on track. So that has really helped me, to focus on what I need to do. Then I try to cut down a lot of distractions. That's one of the things I
Yeah. Yeah.
because that have really helped me like cut
Well,
down a lot of
right.
things.
Yeah.
If you're gonna call me, if it's not business something, I hardly spend time with all those things now
I was
because
just when I was about to call you to invite you over for a party.
I know. So right now, my priority this year is like focus. I try to
Yeah.
distraction
Yeah,
is one
we
of the
need that
things
sometimes.
I think has set me back a little bit. I should have been on this for so long, but I have too many stops. So right now, I just like let me just cut down distractions, focus on these, and another thing that inspires me so much is like hearing people's success story. Like when I asked you during the December, I was like, "Did you actually make this last year?" She said yes. I said, "For real? Okay, let's do it." When you hear other people, then people are like living in Massachusetts doing deals in Baltimore, other states, and you can see what they are doing, it will inspire you, like I can't be left out in this, And you are watching YouTube, you're seeing Instagram people talking about real estate, how much they are making, If these people can do it, I can do it too. So I think
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
has really helped me.
You have to believe that it's true because there's so many things on the internet right now that makes us feel like we can't believe what everybody says. What if the testimonials are paid for?
Hmm.
What if, I mean, so but we just got to choose what we believe. Take your time, vet people, vet things, and see how it's even possible. Not everything is bad news. There's definitely good news out there. It might look like a lot. Like he was asking me, is this 400K profit true? Yeah, this is a screenshot. It is true,
I know.
right? So that's just it. We just got to give ourselves a chance. If we don't do that, we're probably not going to make progress. If you had to give us one big advice right now, what would it be in closing?
I think my big advice is networking. That's the main thing. Networking. You need to talk to people that have done this thing. He has really helped me, and I know it will help other people. I know someone that is also in the group, like just one phone conversation, changed the game for that person. She was like, I paid for this thing for over a year. I've not even, I felt like, oh, thing is not for me. But the way you explain it, it makes sense. And right now, she's been disturbing me, like, okay, I already have $35,000 now. When can we do deals? I was like, okay, let me just get the deals, then we go and do it. So
Yeah.
I think networking is the big thing for me. As long as you keep asking the questions, your answers will be you get your answers.
I mean,
Yeah.
you'll be surprised how many people pay for coaching or resources and end up not doing anything. And the coach is actually chasing after you. I hope it's not you, but if that's you, don't even bother joining the coaching program. But if you wanted to definitely see results for yourself, that's when I encourage that. So you need to be willing to put in some work. Do you think that anyone that puts in, like, let's say a busy person that puts in an hour or 30 minutes a day, do you think they can get anywhere in real
Mm,
estate investing?
I think they can because I think all you need to do is if you can do the same thing I did, I think that will really help you. Just set those things on Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, and have an agent. They will send you deals in your emails all the time. All you have to do is just analyze it.
Mm-hmm.
Analyze it, and that's it. If it
Mm-hmm.
works, even though if they outbid you, at least you've done something for yourself. Whatever
Yeah.
mistake you make, you correct it, then try another one
Yeah.
until you get what you need. So I think anybody can do it.
Anybody can do
Even
it.
if you don't put 30 minutes in every day, even
Yeah.
if it's 3 times in a week, you want
Mm-hmm.
to do it, just start something.
Be consistent.
And consistency is all you need. And
Yeah.
maybe on weekends, spend more time, maybe early in the morning if you can do that. Just,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just go through all those things. Then Facebook, the Facebook page is very powerful. People they would just like your DM will be so full for deals.
Mhm.
But you just have to be careful of scammers too, because
Yeah.
them out there,
Yeah. So you need someone to also help you vet what you're
Yeah,
getting.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
everybody
Something
can.
I realized for myself personally is when I close my computer, let's say around 6 or 7, I say, let me go, chill. Okay, the kids go to bed. And you have that downtime on TV. That downtime can be 4 hours, 4 whole hours of just
Mhm.
scrolling through, trying to find something that's interesting on TV. And so now I just put my computer in front of me to be able to accomplish more. So sometimes not as though we don't have the time, it's more that we're not really using it the way we should. So if you want to accomplish a certain goal, there's a certain way that you need to use your time. And you're going to enjoy it. You just need to get used to it, right? If you're so you have to change your level, and how you treat your time is an affirmation of you switching from the level of I'm not making any money right now to I'm making more money. And you're not going to feel it. You're not going to feel stressed. You're not going to feel, you're just doing something different with your time. You're acknowledging that 30 minutes gap, and you're saying I want to choose the 30 minutes to be extremely focused on what I want to achieve this month. So that's what I can say about time management, real quick. That it's not really the lack of it, it's more of the use of the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for that big advice on networking. The only two questions I see here about private money versus hard money. What's the difference? Just try type private money into the chats if you want Kristen to send you a resource on private money. You're gonna see the difference when you look at that resource, private money. And someone said, okay, I think it's just one question. The other person, most of them sound too easy. Yes, I mean nothing is really easy in life. If things were that easy, everybody would be doing it. It takes some
Everyone.
sacrifice, it takes some commitments. The question is either way, whether you want to be rich or not, you're going to be stressed. So you better choose
Yeah.
the kind of stress you want for your life, right? But yeah, they're definitely, when we put in that time management, it helps a lot, and you do better with your time. 5 years down the line, you're going to be extremely proud of yourself and what you've done with your time. Okay. Thank you so much, Tolu. If you can just type thank you in the comments, let's appreciate him so that next time he can come and give us updates on his deals. So please type thank you in the comments. Let's appreciate him for joining us tonight. I hope you guys all had a great evening, and we'll call it an evening. Remember to ask for the resources and anything you need. Just type it in there, and we're going to go back into the comments later to look at them. Thank you, OJ. I see you in the background. Thank you for being so supportive and quiet. And we're so appreciative. God bless you. And you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.